Hi guys, welcome to the channel. Hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. So it seems that Melody had to go back down to her courthouse and file some more paperwork on her ex-husband, Martell Holt. So these two have been in and out of court ever since their divorce. And as of recent, in October of 2025, the plaintiff to change the custody order that they had in place regarding their 4 children. This is also the court date that Martell missed because I believe he was in LA filming for the show Love and Marriage Huntsville, but his attorney was present. Melody and Martell both were awarded joint legal custody of their kids, but Melody walked away with sole physical custody, with Martell being awarded secondary custodial rights. Martell also had a judgment against him for, I believe, $7,000, and apparently he hasn't paid that because Mel went down to the courthouse and it looks like she is going to garnish his wages. So the documents will be on the screen. Let's get into them. These court documents was electronically filed on April 24th, 2026 in the Circuit Court of Madison County, Alabama. And we see it says process of garnishment. Now the name and address of the plaintiff, who is also the person asserting this claim, would be listed as Melody Shari Holt Rogers. And then we have the name and address of the defendant, person whose property is subject to the garnishment, and they have Martell LeVar Holt and his address. They go down to have the attorney for Mel, and then they have the name and address of the garnishee, which is a bank. And we see right there in the column under Martell name, it says the date of judgment. I believe that says June 18th, 2024. And the judgment amount is listed as $7,000. It has incurred interest of $967, cost of $52. So the total of the garnishment is $8,019. Has an affidavit at the bottom, and we see it is checked under item B, the first section. B is if the garnishment is for wages, salary, or other compensation. I further make oath that the amount to be withheld must be, and they checked 25% of disposable earnings for the week, or the amount by which disposable earnings for the week exceeds 30 times the federal minimum hourly wage in effect at the time the earnings are payable, whichever is less. And it is sworn to and subject before this 22nd day of April 2026. And we see that it has the signature of the attorney and the notary republic. The next document, also electronically filed on April 24th, 2026, is titled Process of Garnishment, and it says Writ of Garnishment. And it reads, to any law enforcement officer of the state of Alabama, you are hereby commanded to serve this process of garnishment on the garnishee, the bank, and then a copy on the defendant, Martell Holt, and make proper return to this court. Notice to defendant, read the important information on the next page regarding your rights. Notice to garnishee, you are the garnishee in the above action. You must complete and file the enclosed answer form within 30 days from service of process. If you fail to file an answer, the plaintiff can proceed for judgment against you for the amount of the claim plus costs. Mailing the notarized answer form to the clerk of the court at the address below constitutes making a proper appearance in court. You must answer. And it says, 1, whether you are or will be indebted to the defendant at the time you receive this process or when you make your answer or during the intervening time, or 2, whether you will be indebted to the defendant in the future by existing contract, or number 3, whether by existing contract you are liable to the defendant for the delivery of personal property or for the payment of money. Or 4, whether you have in your possession or control money or effects belonging to the defendant. You are commanded to retain the amount indicated above from wages, salary, or other compensation due or which will become due to the defendant for such period of time as is necessary to accumulate the sum of $1,019. Judgment and costs, you are required after a period of 30 days from the first retention of any sum from the defendant's wages, salary, or other compensation to begin paying the monies withheld into the court as they are deducted or withheld, and continue to do so on a monthly or more frequent basis until the full amount is withheld. If employment of the defendant is terminated before the sum is accumulated, you are required by law to report the termination and pay into the court within 15 days after termination. All sums withheld in compliance with this garnishment, see instructions on garnishment attached to this packet. If you have in your possession or control property or money belonging to the defendant, which is not wages, salary, or other compensation and is not exempt as a matter of law, you are further commanded to hold the property or money or the amount shown above as total, whichever is less, subject to the orders of this court. It has the clerk's name and the courthouse address listed on the form. So you guys, yeah, it looks like Mel is not playing any games. She is enlisting the courts to garnish Martell's wages. So y'all drop down below. Let me know what y'all think about all of this. Don't forget to smash the like button, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.